everyone, my name's Annette, and you might know me on social media as Nettersplays. Well, today I'm going to KublaCon. So, this is actually going to be my first gaming convention, so it's a really big deal for me. So I wanted to share this experience with you and kind of vlog it along my day. I'm actually going to be there for 4 days straight, so I want to take a couple more pictures, maybe some more videos, and kind of share that with you guys. So one of the things that I'm really looking forward to while I'm there are not just playing games, but meeting people too. I'm looking forward to meeting other people in the Bay Area and people that I've met along in Twitter or Instagram, and kind of I converse with these people online all the time, but I really haven't met them, so this is going to be a great opportunity to meet new people. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I just want to play some games with them, and so I'm going to take a couple of games, and today's like a half day, so I'm just going to take a couple light games in the sense that I can carry them with me. I don't want to carry some heavy games with me. So I'm going to take this really small box game. It's called Alpaca Paca Paca, and it's about alpacas. It's a cute, very silly game to kind of break the ice, and it's always been a hit. It's just like very silly, and it's about alpacas, so there's nothing wrong with that. Another game I'm going to take along with me is Kodama. So I got this recently, and I haven't played it too much, so I want to play it some more, kind of introduce it to some people, and hopefully that'll be fun, and that way we can make some trees together. And another tree game I'm going to take is Arboretum. So I've recently made a video about how to play this game and what my final thoughts were, like a review. So then I want to play this game a little bit more and kind of introduce it to other people that might have seen my video as well. So another game, the last one I'm going to take, is Codenames. So Codenames it's not just this game, but actually I'm going to show you. I managed to fit my Dixit cards in here too. So we'll play Codenames with Dixit, and it all fit in this box. It's actually a little heavy, but that's okay. It should be a lot of fun. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to just kind of seeing what the convention's all about, what types of games are going to be in their library, what their flea market, what's going to be available there, what I can potentially play, and also some of the vendors, what they have available. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be 4 days full of fun. So I'm going to document it, hopefully take some more pictures, some more videos, and also at the very end I'll just give you my final thoughts of like what the convention, how it went, and what exactly I experienced. So yeah, so I'll look forward to that, and I'll see you in a bit. So I am back from the convention at KublaCon, and this was my first experience there. And I wanted to document it, so I'm back, and I'm going to go ahead and just cover some highlights from KublaCon and my experiences, and kind of give you a countdown of the 5 highlights of my adventure. So yeah, but before I do that, I just want to go ahead and give some mentions of what I actually saw at the convention. So some of the things that I saw there were things like vendors. There was a whole group of people just selling different types of items for board gaming and non-board gaming too. There was face painting, there was tokens, there was shirts, hats, dice bags, dice, lots of different items for sale there. Not only that, but there was also a whole conglomeration of different types of game rooms for different folks. So there was the miniature room, there was a CCG room, LCG room, there was RPG room, there's just free gaming everywhere, demos. So there was a lot of tables and individual rooms for everyone there. So that was really impressive. And not only that, there was also a small silent auction going on at the convention. Of course, I didn't really participate in that one simply because a lot of war games were there, and I'm not very interested in that. But I thought it was a great opportunity for those people that were there. There was a flea market involved too, where lots of people can sell their old games, and a lot of people are actually interested in that. There was a huge line going throughout the whole hotel. And another thing too were just a whole bunch of people there. I'm not sure exactly on the number count, but it was just a bunch of just anywhere ranging from small little children and babies all the way up to the elderly, and you know, a whole range of different types of people there. So it was a big, huge just group of gamers just there to have fun, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, so now let's get on to my top 5 list, I guess, or highlight of the 5 things that I enjoyed at the convention. So let's get on with number 5. Alright, so the 5th thing that I really was interested in was the miniatures. So that really surprised me simply because I've never seen that before. I've seen figurines and a lot of people painting miniatures, but I've never seen them in action. And I was really interested in just the time and effort that was put into not just the little figurines, but the landscapes too. And so a lot of people just put a lot of thought and a lot of money and effort into these figures. And I got to see it played out. So there's a whole bunch of people just playing in the miniatures room, either with like World War II scenarios, or Revolution, like the American Revolution scenario, ships, pirates, and also flight. So like kind of like X-Wing with Star Wars, but with like World War II fighter planes. So that was really interesting, and I got to see that in action. So I'll put a little clip right next of how that kind of worked and why I actually liked it. So you'll see that next. Okay, so the 4th thing that I really enjoyed was the demoing of games. So there was new games that were being demoed, either prototypes or games that kind of are already set, but they're in the printing process. So I got to play with Colony, and that's a game from the creator of Mad King Ludwig, or Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and he created this really unique game called Colony. And it's kind of like a deck builder in a way, where there's a community pool of cards that you can purchase by rolling dice. And then instead of building a deck, you actually build a tableau. And then you can upgrade cards and you can construct different cards, or you can just acquire more dice for a future roll. And there's also dice drafting involved, so it was pretty interesting. I liked it, so we'll see when it comes out in October how it goes with everyone. I also demoed some other games that have already been out, like Hocus and Leaving Earth. And the cool thing about that was I actually got to play with the designers. So the conventions is a great opportunity to actually meet designers of these games that you play and play with them. So I really enjoyed that, and that was one of the highlights that I had. I actually got to meet with Joe, who is the designer of Leaving Earth, and also Grant, who is the designer of Hocus. So I'll show some pictures of that next too. So now let's move on to highlight number 3, which is the flea market. Now, at the flea market, I was expecting a bunch of games that weren't very good to be on sale, but a lot of people were actually selling a lot of good used games. So the flea market basically is a whole setup of different tables of individuals who are selling their old games at cheap dirt prices. So I heard about it and I went there, and the line was just literally like all over the hotel room. It was super long, and I was kind of at the end of the line. I didn't expect it to be that long, and I ended up being at the end. And I thought, well, I have no chance of getting any good games, but in fact, there were so many games there that I managed to get quite a few. I actually got like maybe 11 or 12 games there. So I scored big time on those, and I'll go over those games that I acquired actually in a different video. So I'll show you some of the pictures of the games that I actually got at the convention, and I'll show that next. Alright, so my second highlight is playing games, of course. So what do you do when you go to the convention? You just play a ton of games. So I managed to play a ton of games that I already knew, but I also got to play a couple of games too that I didn't know or never played before. And that's what I really enjoy too. Not just playing the games that I know, but have people introduce me to other new games too. So that way I could see if I like them or not, and I really enjoyed my whole time there playing just a whole variety of different types of games. I also liked that I managed to teach a bunch of games as well, and that was a lot of fun too. So I thought I'd just show you a little montage of the games instead of going over all the games that I played, and just kind of briefly go over that in a little musical montage. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so the number one thing that I really enjoyed during my whole time there at the convention was just meeting people. So I got to meet just a whole variety of different types of people. People that I've met online through Twitter and Instagram, and it was awesome. It was just like, I knew these people online because I chat with them, but not just that, it was just finally I got to put a face to the images that I see online. So I got to hang out mostly all weekend with Joe, and he was great. So I loved hanging out with him all weekend. And I also got to meet with Aldo and Eric and Willie too, and I'll mention their names down below as well, just so in case you're on Twitter or something or on Instagram, you could just say hi and just kind of follow them too. So they're really great people, and I got to play lots of games with them, and I really enjoyed that too. And not only that, but I also got to meet a whole bunch of new people. So at these conventions, it's a local convention where you can actually meet a bunch of local gamers. So I got to meet just a whole variety of different people, from small young kids to also older adults, female or whatever, you know, and it was great. It was awesome meeting a bunch of people that were in the area where I actually plan to meet up with them in the future too, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, it was a great time that I had at the convention. I could see myself going there next year. One thing is, it's super tiring. So at first I was so excited that I spent a lot of time just trying to play a bunch of games, but I ended up just wearing out towards the end, where we're just playing a lot of small games. And I even got to play an RPG, so that was really cool. I've never done that before. So it's a great place to just try new things, try new games, meet new people, and yeah, I really had a great time. Definitely, if you are planning to go to a convention, try a local convention or a small mini convention, and then try something big like KublaCon or BGGCon or OrcaCon or any other local convention that might be in your area. I'd say just give it a try, and that way you can meet new people and play new games. So yeah, I had a wonderful time. So just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you like that, and I'll post some more videos. You can go ahead and subscribe down below, and you can give me a follow too on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook as well. And I'm a part of Meeples Included, so you could go ahead and follow that site as well. So I'll put a link of everything down below. And yeah, so I'll see you in the future. Have a good day. Bye, guys.